In the red earth of Namibia, beneath a sky that holds both sun and storm, the Himba people live by the fire of their ancestors. Among them was Kauna, a girl born with the spirit of a lion and the heart of a storm. Kauna was no ordinary girl. Her skin shimmered with red ochre, her braids danced with beads that told the stories of her bloodline, and her eyes held questions no elder could answer. She was the daughter of Mungunda, a respected elder, and one day she was to marry a man chosen for her, a union that would bring peace between powerful families. But fate does not bow to tradition. One evening, while tending her family's cattle near the far hills, Kauna heard music. Not drums, not chants, but a wooden flute, playing a song the wind had never carried before. Drawn to it, she walked beyond the borders of her clan's land and saw him. Chivako, a boy from the Herero people, tall, soft-spoken and full of secrets. His people were not enemies, but they were not welcome either. There was history. There was blood. They met beneath the wild fig tree, where shade whispered like the past. For weeks they returned to each other in silence and shadows, speaking in glances, hands and hidden laughter. Love so young and so reckless bloomed in the dust. But love in a land ruled by tradition is never simple. One day, they were seen. Kauna's friend, Nandi, torn between loyalty and fear, told the elders. Her heart broke as she watched Kauna dragged before her father, the sacred fire crackling behind his fury. "He is not one of us," Elder Mungunda spat. "You carry my blood. You will not stain it with his." Kauna was locked away. The wedding to another man was to happen in 7 days. Chivako, too, was hunted by his own people, accused of disrespecting the boundaries set by generations. But on the 5th night, under a moon that hid behind clouds, Kauna escaped. She ran barefoot through the bush, guided by the sound of the flute. They met one last time at the river, where he promised her a new life beyond the mountains. But destiny had heard their plans. As they crossed the waters, they were caught, not by warriors, not by fathers, but by truth, sharp, unforgiving. A fight broke out. Kauna screamed, and in the struggle the river claimed Chivako. Kauna returned days later, silent and changed. She stood before the sacred tree, her ochre now mixed with tears and ashes, and she made an oath that no woman of her blood would ever be owned by tradition alone again. Some say the flute still plays in the hills, some say Kauna still walks there, waiting. But all know this, that love, when true, does not die. It transforms. It fights. It remembers.